So, we're back. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
How was your response on the first one?
Very, very positive. Had a lot of people message me very positive things. No, it's good for a first take as well. Do you know what I mean?
It went better than expected.
Yeah.
Unscripted, rambled on about 40 to 35 minutes, but we've actually got some structure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is scripted, but
No, and it was enjoyable to do, which also makes a huge difference, isn't it?
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, decent.
Not bad to chat to you, mate, for an hour.
Yeah.
It's the only time we get to chat, so it's one of them.
Yeah.
So
just so busy though, isn't it? Yeah.
We put out a question last night. Question and answers for this episode.
All right. Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some interesting ones in there.
You've seen some?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I think I'll thank everyone for the support of the first episode.
Yeah, it was huge. So much positive feedback as well. Like people genuinely messaging me going like, I actually really enjoyed it. When are you next filming one? Other
than positive, it was constructive.
Yeah.
Do this, do that. Ideas. We do appreciate it massively too.
Massively.
I think moving forward, next week when we record, we've got a guest on. First guest. That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Ties into the shop.
Yeah.
So that'll be an enjoyable one to do. But yeah. Cheers for Prime for the sponsor.
I've never had one of these Prime drinks yet.
Go on, give us your initial review. My sister has a bit of that.
Yeah.
Try to try a bit. It's a bit of a kid thing.
Smells very sweet, I will say. Let me get the logo the right way around.
Hide it. We're not being paid. Hide it.
Oh, it's actually quite nice. It's quite nice. Yeah. I wouldn't pay Wakey Wines £25 a bottle, but it's nice. It's nice.
I bingo. No, but
what's the best shop in Wakey? Probably Tesco.
But on a real, like, I've been getting hate for buying a bottle of Prime, but it was £2 for Mazda.
Yeah. But that's because a lot of people have been paying over.
I didn't wait for it. I walked in and they had it, so it's.
Yeah. Some people have been paying over the odds for it though, so everyone just assumes if you've got a bottle of Prime, you pay like 25 quid for a bottle. I've seen it in Bossman shops, like near where I live, for like 3 quid. I'm like debating getting it, but
£2 for Mazda.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's 2 quid, isn't it? At the end of the day.
We're not sponsored by that.
I wish.
But moving forward, I've got a few questions.
Lovely stuff.
So let's kick it off. Arthur asked us a question.
Okay.
About the barbershop. Strangest conversation you've ever had in there? I've got 2 that spring to my mind straight away.
Go on.
I'm not going to mention names.
Yeah. Obviously.
Actually, I can't say the first one.
Okay.
I can't say the first one.
Right. Just hit me with the second one then, isn't it?
I've had a guy come in for, like, this is in this shop, one of the first weeks they opened. And it was just me in the shop at the time.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I had a bit of gap. So I accepted this walk in.
Yeah.
He come in, sat down on my chair, pulled off his hat and put it on his lap. Then he was like, mate, I need some help. I was like, okay. Like, what can we do for you? Like, consultation. He was like, I'm losing my hair. I was like, oh yeah. I don't think you're right. There's people in worse situations.
Yeah. What? So he had like an alright hairline, like his hair was pretty thick, or
it's one of these what receded from the middle. So his hairline was
yeah.
So it went from the middle. He was trying to hide it. So, but whatever way he combed it, it was always exactly the same. And he was like, I'm just going to shave it off. I was like, do you really want to do this? I was like, there's other ways to hide this. I was like, there's other options giving me advice.
Yeah, so you're giving him like a proper consultation. Yeah.
Just burst out crying.
What, like actual tears?
Did you not burst out crying when I said he teared up? And I didn't end up cutting his hair.
But he just got off?
He went, I'm actually going to leave this actually, mate. Got off.
That's mad.
Yeah. Then on my
Did you feel really awkward?
No, I felt more awkward for him because it's his first time here. Like, we meet a lot of people anyway.
Yeah.
He's used to it.
Yeah.
just to come in and sit on my chair, I give him like a full rundown of like these are your options. He's not had the best of haircut before, but head up.
Oh, man. I feel really bad about it, man. I'd like give him like a cuddle or something. And you don't want to be weird, innit? First time you meet him, give him a cuddle. Don't worry about it, mate. Like tapping him on the head and that. And it's not a bald spot. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
It was pretty bad, but not that bad.
Yeah.
It would have looked pretty weird from outside, me holding the crying down. Just
tapping him on the head. Don't you worry about it, sunshine.
But yeah, there's been a few weird ones, obviously. Most are explicit.
I used to have I don't mind saying this, but I don't cut guys' hair anymore. You know, for legal reasons, we'll call him Bob, right? And I used to cut Bob's hair like every maybe 3 to 4 weeks. When I was at my previous shop and that, right? And like, you know, the first time he came in and like he'd asked for me, and I'd never cut his hair, so I was like, you know, why is this guy asking for me? He's been recommended. So I've just need to make a brew for him in the back, like a cup of tea. But that's what I used to work with. He's called Pete, and he went, "You don't want to cut his hair." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, I used to cut it." And I was like, "All right." And he's like, You'll know as soon as he sits on your chair, you'll know." And I'm like, "All right." And he's like, "You know, but if you won't cut his hair, I will not cut his hair. Like, there is no amount of money you could pay me to sit on my chair."
What was his reason?
I'm like, so this is going through my head while making this cup of tea.
Surely you're thinking it can't be this bad.
Yeah, surely it can't be this bad anyway. Oh, are you ready, Bob? Alright, jumps on my chair and I'm like, you know, how are you? And he just said, "Fine." Alright, so how'd you like your haircut? I put down on him, and for some strange reason he had a newspaper in his hand. But like, I wasn't questioning it, he just took a newspaper to the shop, innit, right? A newspaper in his hand, so I put down on him, like, you know, how'd you like your haircut? And he looked me deadpan in the mirror and went in silence. I've kind of like froze for like 3 seconds, thinking maybe it's a joke. Maybe he's trying to have a little bit of banter. You know, the barber shop, there is a lot of banter.
No.
Nah, straight face, in silence, and then just looked into my soul. And I'm like, okay, and I'm like, so like, you know, Jeff Clippers on the side, you know, like trying to get a straight answer, and he was just like,
he's no haircut,
yeah, sure. I just want it short, so I'm like, alright, I'll just give him a two back inside, so I tied it up the top. So anyway, like, so put down and put them there. And he's had this newspaper in his hand while he's been in the waiting area as well. Not reading it, just sat there with it in his hand, yeah, just looking around the shop, right? Like, oh, maybe he's already read it or something on the way here, maybe he got the bus or something. He was about 40 as well, so he's not a young lad. So anyway, put the guard on, and that paper open, I'm like, all right, you know, he wants his haircut to silence, so maybe it'll speed up the process for him. Maybe he has anxiety or something. No joke. Start cutting his hair, and he'd open the paper, and I later found out he was a journo, like he's a journalist, innit? And he wasn't even reading the articles. He's looking for who wrote it, right, like that, and then turn the page. But he turned the page really animated like that, so he'd go, and then like turn it, and but like his head never stayed still, and it's one of the worst experiences I had in my life. And I had to put up with this for like 2.5 years, man.
Did he tip you?
Nah. He actually complained about the price when we put the price up once as well. Like, it was like really awkward because one of the only conversations I had is, "I want my haircut in silence," and "Why have you put your prices up?" It was just really awkward, man. But it was the fact that he'd sit in the waiting area for, I don't know, 25 to 30 minutes, not read this newspaper, and then make a big deal of like turning the page.
What was he doing in the waiting area? What was he doing when he sat down?
He's just sat there with it rolled up, yeah, just staring around the shop at other people watching. Yeah. I didn't know whether he had anxiety at first, didn't it? I tried to have conversations with him. I actually used to have like a bit of a game, and like we'd take bets on how many words I could get out of him. The most words.
Trying to force him.
Yeah, the most words about was like 5 or 6 or something like this. The guy was just a bit of a weirdo. And then when I moved shop, I think he texted me twice.
Here.
Yeah, and I just said, "Oh, that's full on the
Mitch
would love it, man.
But on the real, we do speak to a lot of clients, and some clients don't want to be spoken to.
Yeah, no, I get that, but
we are consults at the end of the day.
Some of the stuff. Tell me what haircut you want, man.
Yeah. I need to have an idea.
Yeah. Yo, how do you want your haircut? In silence. And he like proper looked into my soul as he said it in silence. And I was like, wow, what a bizarre turn of events. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
We like a chat. We do like a chat. It makes your day go quicker.
Part of the service, though. Like, honestly, like, I genuinely think it's part of the service. Say if you are anxious, like, it takes that pressure off.
Yeah.
The anxiety, especially being local lads from the local area. Do you know what I mean?
I was listening to Alan Beach's podcast, and he said, being a barber.
Yes.
Your communication skills. I can't quote what he said, but your communication skills are massive.
Yeah. 100%.
If you're not going to speak to people, your service has to be really good to retain the client. Not a lot of barbers have that really, really good service to retain the clients without speaking to them. But if you speak to them a lot, have a nice chat. Names is important. I love getting names off people. I mean, what's your name, man?
I surprised. What I surprised myself with is like how good my memory is. Like, I can remember where people went on holiday last year, and then sometimes I forget my missus' birthday and stuff like that. Like genuinely, like my memory's so weird like that. Or like my missus calls me forgetful because I forget the things that she says to me. Maybe it's selective hearing, I don't know, but genuinely, I remember so much about clients, and then like she'll be like, "Do you not remember me telling you this like last weekend?" I'll be like, "Nah, that never happened. You're winding me up." I swear she's lying to you. She's not. I swear she is.
We remember the name. We remember exactly what haircut they have.
Yeah, exactly what haircut they have. What they do for a living. What football team they support.
But please don't be offended.
If we don't remember, because how many people actually have
99% of the time.
The weird ones. You know the clients that come maybe like every 3 to 6 months, right? And maybe you've only you might have only cut them twice because you've not done it as long. No, I've done it 10 years. You know what I mean? Like you might have only cut it twice, and you sit on the chair and go, same as last time. You don't think 6 months is a long time, right? No. That's a long time, and then you start asking questions, and it's trying to find out. How short did we go on the last, on the sides last time?
Was it scissors or clippers?
How'd you like to style it on top nowadays? As if they changed it, and then looking at the mirror, nothing's changed. No. Same as last time.
But yeah.
Right, what's the next question, man?
So, Tobias Lawson Dick once quoted to me, advice you would give to your younger self.
How young are we talking?
Advice you would give to your younger self, so we're 22, 23 now.
So 18?
Let's split it up, because I've got a fair few here. Let's forget about primary school, you're still making sandcastles at the end of the day.
Still chasing butterflies?
Yeah, you're still playing with Play-Doh and all that. Let's leave that out. Let's go high school.
Scrapping Play-Doh and that. You defo ate Play-Doh, you didn't you?
Yeah,
you did, man. You were scrapping Play-Doh as fast as you, bro.
Sun cream. Look at me in ginger, man. Come on. Advice you would give to your younger self. So I'm going to go, I've got a couple.
Right.
I'm going to try and remember them. There's a lot of advice I've given to you.
The biggest bit of advice I would have gave myself is you don't have to go out on the weekend.
No.
You think that you're
FOMO.
FOMO is the exact word. You think that you miss out because you see your boys like Instagram story or something like that, and they're out and drinking and stuff like that. It's sometimes you need time to recuperate, especially when you work really, really hard, man. I sustainably work 70 hours a week sometimes. You can't do that and then go sesh at weekend, man, because mentally it's not good for you, man. You're not giving your body and your mental health the time to just chill and enjoy life, innit?
No.
Just getting messed up at the weekend, getting messy and all that, getting out at 3-4 in the morning if you go to town. Your sleep's then all over the place.
Oh, it's not going out. It's not all that. But
once special occasions.
Yeah, special occasion once in a while. But let's start high school. More friendships, the better later on in life. Don't cut people out. not more friendships, but more people you know. So we've got to this stage now. We want connections. You never know who can put you on.
All right. Okay. So
if you're gonna go, I don't like that kid. I'm gonna think of the groups in school.
Okay.
That group doesn't like that group, and you're part of this group, but actually you like that group.
Yeah.
But you don't want to like. Your friends don't want you to like that group. Later on in life, you meet someone, you need a bit of a connection. What? It's hard to explain. It's not friendship. It's don't cut. Networking. Don't cut people off because you never know who will put you on.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. You know, it's about like popularity, isn't it? When you're
not
in
so
high
much
school,
popularity. Just you don't need to be that big don in school. If you're just nice to everyone, you'll get rewarded later on in life.
There's also a lot of cunts.
Yeah, I know that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there is just a lot of dickheads at school, isn't it? Sometimes you do have to cut people off.
Yeah.
No matter how old you are.
But that leads to my next one. The people who you surround yourself with are the person you'll become.
Oh, 100%.
So you got to think, like, you hang about with bums at school, they'll get to 16 and go, maybe 18, because kids are still immature.
Yeah.
18, what was I doing hanging about with you?
Yeah.
What was I doing hanging about with you?
You know, you'd be 18, you'll be at your mate's gaff while his mum's at school, at work, and you'll be bumming a zoot, smoking a zoot, just fucking drinking a brew, going, where the fuck have the last like 5 years gone?
It's, the people you surround yourself, the people you become. Like, millionaires don't hang about with bums.
What is that because their mates have come up with them, so they're no longer bums?
Exactly, that's it. If you say we got put in a room full of millionaires, the first thing you'll do is how do I become a millionaire? How do I become one? Simple as that. If you're living in a 4-bedroom house and you're the only broke boy, you're gonna grind your ass off.
Yeah, 100%.
You're gonna grind your ass off.
Are you scared of being broke?
No.
Does that scare you?
No. Makes you stronger.
I've been in positions where I've had a lot in my bank account, not a lot in my bank account. I'm like, honestly, that money doesn't bring you happiness, but it makes it a damn lot easier, man. It makes life so much easier. Like knowing that you can afford to go on holiday, and you're not going to go with that into your overdraft. You're not going to have to put it on a credit card. That must be such a great feeling.
You can enjoy life when you can. It helps you enjoy life when you've got money, but it buys you freedom.
Yeah. I tell you what is interesting. I listened to that Diary of a CEO, Gary Neville, on it, and he's like that. I see holidays as like retirement. You go to Spain in the summer for 2 weeks religiously with your family. That's a mini retirement. It's not holiday.
No.
It's a mini retirement. This is what I've got to look forward to when I do retire.
What do you find yourself like on holidays? Considering we pretty much work 7 days a week. We're not just barbers nowadays.
Because of all the stuff that we've got going on. Yeah.
We pretty much work. I get told off for this a lot. Like, it might be 8 p.m. and the client texts me. Sometimes I'll just reply straight away.
Mate, my missus mentioned it this morning. Last night, I had people like belling me at 12 trying to book in because they had no concept of time if they're on night shifts and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't be doing that for your client, but that's annoying.
But I'm awake, innit?
There's loads of advice to give to my younger self. I could sit there and have if I could do a week with my younger self. And the other thing I would say to my younger self, a very good 6 months with your head down, working hard, can set you up for life.
100%.
Head down, grind it out, put your blinkers on, like you said. Don't go to these parties. Don't do this. Don't do that. No holidays. 6 months. Invest in yourself. Health is wealth, too.
Health is wealth, man. I mean, I was really poorly just over a year ago, and basically at the time I was working 7 days, between 70 and 80 hours a week. Like it's unhuman. You can't do it. But at the time I was so anxious and scared about being outworked. But you're working against yourself. You're not working against someone else. But I was that anxious about being outworked and not being able to afford things, especially where financially where I was. I was pretty depressed and stuff like that, and it got to a point where I made myself ill. And I was in hospital for a very long time and stuff like that. And that's one bit of advice I'd probably go back and give myself. I'd even give that to myself now. I still overwork. because I'm scared that I'm not working hard enough.
Yeah.
It's not about other businesses or other people. It's that I think that I'm not working as hard as I should be. But you know, you're battling against you. It's you versus you. It's not you against Derek over there. Do you know what I mean? It's you versus you, and that's something that you've got to kind of come to terms with to try and mature. So yeah, that's one bit of advice I give myself. Don't be scared to take a break. Massively. Yeah, like a break can be good.
But yeah, like you said, you're working against yourself, but I think there is a right time for work and the right time for playtime. You've got to try and get the balance. Like you can't. Them 6 months where you're really working, give yourself a couple of hours. Right, get your mates together. Let's go and have. You might not be drinking in them 6 months. Right, let's go and have a quick game of pool like I did last night. I didn't drink. I was in the pub. My mates were drinking, but I didn't want to drink. I've got stuff going on at the minute, and it's one of them. It's like I think consistency is a lot better than all or nothing. You might have, or you get to the peak and you're like, shit, you're coming straight back down that slippery slope. So I think step at a time, treat it like stairs. One step there, next step there, and you will get the momentum. You find yourself building. I'm reading a book at the minute, and it's 0 to 1. It's not 0 to 100. Okay. You want to do it as the steps. Here we're going step 1 first. Let's not cut these 3 steps out.
Yeah.
It'll bite on the arse later in life. Let's build it slowly, like we've spoke about all the time. 1 step at a time.
Yeah, 100%.
If you and like
you've got to learn to walk before you can run.
But don't spread yourself too thin.
Don't spread yourself too thin.
That is
especially if you're in a business or you have your own business or whatever, or you're self-employed. Do not spread yourself thin, because that's when it goes wrong. Yeah. That's when your business starts to suffer. One thing I've experienced it firsthand. If you do spread yourself too thin, especially if you've got too much going on in it, so you can't fully devote yourself to your business. And unfortunately, when you have your own business, you have to devote yourself to your business comes first, because your business pays for things. So yeah, don't spread yourself too thin. It's probably a bit of good advice.
Yeah. Actually. And one last one before we move on. It is what it is.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over something you can't change.
It is what it is. There are 5 words that stick me all the time.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
That was a good one from the
Yeah. I like that one.
Back to the barbershop. Jack Will said, what's the weirdest experience in the barbershop you've had?
Weirdest experience.
We have a lot of weird conversations, like we spoke to all, but weird.
Maybe not in the barbershop, but when I've done a bit of mobile, I've had a few weird ones. So like I've cut hair everywhere there is to cut hair.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, like I've cut hair in back gardens, sheds, hotel rooms, several times hotel rooms. You know, and the weirdest one I ever had was I would have been maybe 17, 18 at the time. And this guy used to come to my shop, but he was like, "Oh, I'll pay you more to come around my gaff." Fair enough. Like, I won't say any names and all of that. So I think I'd gone round after work at the time, go around and all that, and knock on the door, and he answers. He's like, "Oh, I'm just doing something upstairs. Go through to the back room, just set up your stuff." Alright, no worries. I've got my barber bag and all that, so I go through, mate, no joke. I've gone down the hallway, turned into the front room. There's like a living room there, and then like a dining room. And no joke, this guy's mum and dad were having a candle-lit dinner. And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then the guys come behind me, he's like, "No, just set up on the back next to him." Yeah. And no joke, he was planning on eating his dinner. And I just went like, "I'll just come back another time." And like, he was a bit upset over it, and I was like, "Mate, like, your mum and dad are trying to have a candle-lit dinner." Like, they were having a glass of wine and like a steak dinner.
Respect your parents.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it was just a bit too much for me. And I was a bit like, you know, there's a line in it, you know, especially like right next to them while they're eating as well. It's just a bit weird.
If they're cooking, you can kind of get away with it. They're occupied. fight, but if they're both having candlelit dinner.
And they were like staring at me as well when I walked into the room and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they were like, well, what are you doing?
It's like me and you recording this and Mitch cutting hair over there. It's not going to work. We need this.
I need a professional environment, innit? Yeah.
Surroundings have to be good. I think in the barbershop, your surroundings have to be good.
Oh, 100%. One thing I'm a firm believer is one person in your business can cost you your business. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it does mean that.
Yeah. 100%.
Weirdest experience for me. First one that pops to my head is when you were cutting my hair the other week.
Right.
And that guy walked in with the pillars. So, to put context to it, Brad was cutting my hair early morning, just before work, and some guys walked.
This was just before you went on holiday.
Yeah, I was going.
That's why we were in really early.
Oh,
it was like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, shit. I was going out with Gabby, and you were cutting my hair early morning, and it was the day before we were going, and this guy walked in with pillows in the case, like the original case.
We didn't know they were pillows at first. They were in a black bin bag. Yeah,
but then he got these like.
Do you remember what he said before he got the pillows out? Hiya, mate. Bit of a weird question, but as soon as he said that, I just started pissing myself.
So he knows the situation's weird. So he walked in. Bit of a weird situation. Someone has cancelled this order of pillows round the corner, and I can't take him back to the warehouse because we're shutting down. Do you want them for a tenner? Hotel pillows, memory foam.
They were really good pillows as well, man. Like, they were really good pillows, don't get me wrong, but...
I bought them.
I know you bought them, but the idea that he thought, you know what, I'll go into that barbershop there and ask him if they want to buy some pillows, innit?
I got paranoid. I'm not going to lie. Like, do you remember when they were sat there?
Yeah.
I just took them in the back, and do you know, like a pillow, you can feel something in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they're front of me. I was feeling it. Like, just to make sure there was no, like, mic, phone, bomb. I just didn't. It's not often you.
Babe, what's up with you? Why'd you keep fidgeting? There's someone stabbing me in the neck. She got a fucking knife in the neck.
Yeah, but it's one of them. I come to it. If I go in with a pair of clippers, you don't know one back to either. If I go in with pillows, Mum and Dad are like, where are they from?
I hope you brought some pillows back from work, son.
But whoever it was with the pillows for a tenner, nice one, because they are actually pretty.
I'll tell you what, it's nearly as good as remember that? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this actually. Basically, there was a woman, it was in the summer, and she is what you'd call a crackhead. Like she was a bit of a scatty woman, right? This woman, and like she knocked on the door, she didn't even open it, she knocked on the door, and she was like, "Hiya, love, you alright?" I'm like, "Hiya, you okay?" And she's like, just thought I'd just offer you some AirPods. I've just been on the robbing it. I need to get rid of them rapid. I was like, no, you're all right. And she was like, I'll do them for you, yeah. I'll do you a watch and a pair of AirPods for 50 quid. Right. And when she said it, I kind of had a moment in my head where I was like, 50 quid, that's a bargain. Then I was like, but they're robbed, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, it could be robbed out of someone's gaff.
Yeah, like,
do you know what I mean?
I've had this before with aftershave. And I never buy it. It's totally morally wrong. Because at the end of the day, would you like it if your shit got robbed?
Yeah,
and then got sold on your side.
And imagine if
we work hard for this. Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I know Apple Watches, everyone's got one. AirPods, everyone's got them. No one's gonna tell, but nah, they're morally wrong. Like, I do remember.
But I did think about it. I did buy them in the end, but I thought about it. And the excuse that I used was to get back. The excuse I used was, got no cash on me, love. And no joke, I just went in my back pocket and just went, I've got a card reader. And I was like, nah. She probably makes
How's
more.
She got a sum up account?
Fully, she probably makes more dough than me, in a week. Than I make in a month.
Yeah, but
just robbing shit.
How's legit? Come on.
Yeah. But I'm like, she's making that much money. She invested in a card reader. Do you know what I mean? She just went like that, I take card as well. And I nearly bought them as well. I'm skint and all that. And what I was expecting her to say was, I take Klarna. but no, she didn't. She went, No worries, love. I'll come round again next week. Never seen her since.
£10 a month for 5 months, love.
Can I not just pay you a £10 instalment?
About Kalina.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest place you've seen it?
Petrol station.
Petrol station.
Petrol station. Yeah, there was a BP garage just off the motorway. We go down to Fleetwood quite a lot. Quite like living on the beach there and that, like a grandmother's over that neck of the woods. And yeah, no joke. Like I spotted it on the corner of the motorway, and it was like it had like a Kalina sign at the bottom of the BT, and I was like, surely not. And my mission was like, what are you on about? You know, they didn't say Kalina. I'm like, I'm telling you now. It said Kalina at the bottom of like, you know, like the big sign where it says like the prices.
Yeah.
Mate, I had like a big Kalina sign at the bottom. I was like, surely not.
Who's putting petrol in it?
Imagine buying petrol. By the time you paid it off, you've already filled your fucking tank up 3 times.
You've got to, surely.
100%.
Unless you're not driving anywhere.
Yeah, but why are you on the motorway?
Yeah, true.
Oh, man.
But, Jack Will, thank you for that one. Louis Shelley. This is a good one. Let's not spend too long on this one because we spent 35 minutes on football. So the question was, best football moment you've ever witnessed?
When we won the league last season.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually openly said to my missus that it's the happiest day of my life so far. She kind of looked at me weird, and then went, "Yeah, fair enough." Like,
you've not got to be married yet. You're not.
Yeah, not married, not got kids. You know. Yeah. It's genuinely the happiest day of my life. My only regret is I didn't go on the pitch.
Yeah.
But
do you regret that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Just the atmosphere. The atmosphere looked mega, innit? Yeah. But what annoyed me was on Instagram, you had United fans and City fans that were putting on the story. Oh, great atmosphere, and they're on the fucking pitch. This isn't even your club. Sort your head out. You absolute armchair. Sort your head out. Do you know what I mean? Oh, my club. Love my club. You're not even a county fan. You're a United fan. Shut the fuck up. Sausage.
United fans aren't you?
Right, still feeling salty about that,
sure, mate. But best one I've ever witnessed. Yeah, I'm going to say City winning the league in 2012.
Did you ever think it was going to happen? Saying that you were quite young at the time.
So, I remember going, that was an early day. Like, I was only 12.
Oh, yeah, because you were.
I was only 12 at the time. So, my uncle, my dad, family, mates, all the older ones were drinking. And I remember me and one of my best mates we didn't even speak. I don't think we spoke to each other. We were that nervous.
Okay.
Bear in mind, I was playing footy at a good level at that time.
Yeah.
And I can just remember, like...
You were at Stoke at this point?
I think it was just before that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, probably just before that.
Right.
But, yeah, so I remember, I don't think we spoke to each other. But the whole day was nuts. I don't want to ramble on too much about it because I can't explain it for ages. But we got in the ground and BBM group chats were a thing at the time. And do you know if you can broadcast a message?
Picking for a rate.
Yeah. There were United fans sending out the blue room. You started singing too soon. Before the game, so we go 1-0 up, and being a 12-year-old,
you're giving it out.
I was sort of giving it back. Bam. Cisse 2-1.
Oh man. What guy?
Cisse was 1-1, then Mackie was 2-1.
Can you remember the feeling when you went 2-1 down?
The stadium went quiet. Do you know when something really bad happened and everyone's in the same boat?
Yeah, everyone's
feeling
in the same boat. Yeah,
but at the time, QPR had to win this game to go up. They were
to stay up. Yeah, to stay up. The way that results were elsewhere.
Yeah, so they were staying up. But then I can't remember who got beat. But then they were safe.
Sunderland got beat.
Yes.
By United, didn't they?
Yes. So next minute we push on, we keep pushing, and we score. And I remember I was a 12-year-old, so I started cheering, and my dad pulled me back down to the seat.
Like it's only 2-2.
It's 2-2. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, yeah, fair enough. We're not winning the league. But then their bench starts cheering. Their fans start cheering. And bear in mind, the ball's in play. We've got the ball, so the other game's finished. So no matter our result now, they're staying up.
Right, okay. Do you reckon that influenced the game?
No, I don't think it
No. Corruption doesn't exist in football. It doesn't.
No, right. At the end of the day, they went 2-1 up. They deserve that lead. But then I remember we come forward, and I was sat at the corner where Aguero celebrated in the second tier.
Yeah.
The last thing I remember is Aguero shooting and the ball going in. I can't remember it hitting the back of the net. Next minute, everyone's up. Like, I ended up 5 rows forward. I come back to my dad. He's crying, hugging the guy sat next to us. It was one of the best moments of football, but bear in mind, fans have left.
Yeah.
So fans were down the turnstiles. Next minute, when we'd gone round to our mates' seats, this was before the game ended, literally 2 blocks down, there's 2 people in our group who didn't have a ticket inside the ground.
People just stampeding, yeah.
But it wasn't stampeding. They let the fans back in who had tickets, but they didn't check all the tickets. So we had more capacity in there. Next minute, final whistle went, everyone's on the pitch. I remember they kept announcing, you best get off the pitch, otherwise
you won't see the trophy.
We won't have the trophy.
I remember.
But that's one of the best. That will be always the best moment I've ever had in football, if not the Yaya Toure. When I've never seen so many grown men cry.
Yeah.
And I understand why now.
Yeah, because you don't really understand football.
No, we do. You understand playing, but the concept of your team, like 44 years of no trophies.
Yeah, 100%. You don't understand the significance because you're only 12.
No, exactly.
Genuinely, I think that's why my moment was so big. Like, genuinely, I nearly cried in it. Because I never thought I'd see the day of us being back in the Football League.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It was, so I get why fully grown men were crying.
There was a lot, bro. And I remember people in the toilet too, like, you don't know how lucky you are
to be seeing what you're seeing.
I was 12 at the time, yeah. So these are the first early moments of football you're going to remember.
It's a bit of a weird thing to say to a child, though, isn't it? Cock in hand. Oi, Sonny, you don't realise how fucking lucky you are, you know. Fucking pisses on you a little bit as he turns to you. Yeah, you're fucking lucky, you know that.
And puts it away and slaps you on the end of his
I'll tell your dad, son.
But yeah, I don't want to spend all day in football.
Yeah.
Especially playing football too, but still unbelievable moments for us too anyway. Ollie Partington. How many trims have you give clients that you rate have secured the bag?
I
Imagine there was a number.
Imagine the flex of being able to put percentage in your bio on Instagram. Like, my feeds have secured a 67% success rate. And if you know, you know.
Are we evil for thinking that? It's just misogyny. I don't want to say anything. But we do cut a lot of people coming in for first dates.
Yeah, 100%.
And they go out, and it's not so.
But it's a mental thing, though, isn't it? You come in, you get a fresh fade, you get your beard shaped up, you're like, yeah, feeling myself now, innit? Gonna go on a night out, pull a bird and all that. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way I live.
That's them.
That's not us. But you've also got the dating side of it.
Yeah.
I need a fresh fade because, I got to impress on this date, innit? I've been seeing this bird a couple of times or whatever, or even first dates. Do you know what I mean? It works both ways, isn't it? I'd love to know what my success rate is, though.
But I hope whoever have cut who's going on them in that situation, it has secured them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Do you reckon you've ever had one where the bird's not been interesting because of the tree?
If you did get pied or red, it wasn't us. That's
yeah. No, I'll take full responsibility if you secured it. Right? If you didn't secure it, it's got nothing to do with me.
You can't blame it.
It's got nothing to do with me, bro. That's not my problem.
You can't blame us for you sitting on this date and staring her eyes without saying anything. That's not your trim's fault. Come on.
I can't give your personality back on me. You look good.
we can add that extra star and it can turn you into a 2 to a 3.
I've been turning 7s into 10s for nearly a decade now, you know.
7 to 10s, Jesus Christ.
Man.
But yeah, good one.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good question.
There's no number for that one, mate. Oh, Bryce, mate. Did Aaron enjoy the derby? Yeah, wonderful. That's all I'm going to say for that one. Wonderful. Rob. So, Miles, do you ever cut someone's hair? They got up out the chair and think, shit, that trim's actually dead.
No.
I've got too much OCD for that in the first place. I am a perfectionist. I do like to make sure it's. I wouldn't let them get up.
Yeah,
if the trim
100%.
shit.
Because my biggest fear is when someone goes, right, like that trim's shit. Where'd you get it done?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna say your name, innit? Do you know what I mean? So you want that is your walking talking advertisement, innit? Do you know what I mean?
It's the biggest form of advertisement arguing is clients.
Yeah, word of mouth, innit?
The massive. That got a highest percentage of new clients coming in than any Facebook, Instagram, social media ad going.
Mate, you've got up and coming barbers at the minute that think it's just social media. It's not.
Nah,
it's
you
not.
can't.
You can have 5k followers, but you're only cutting 3 people a day. It makes no
Quality
sense.
over quantity all day long.
100%. Yeah.
Charlie Barry, where do you see?
They got Barry. They go. Whee!
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, he's put. Where do you see yourself, the shop, and the brand? But let's do the brand and shop together after. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
What personally?
Personally, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm gonna be old in 5 years. Yeah.
No, you did
27, turning 28, getting on to 30. You know.
You can make your biggest risk before 30, mate.
Where do I see myself in 5 years' time? Well, I'm hoping to have bought a house this year, innit? So
Brick and mortar.
yeah, I'll have some bricks and mortar under my belt. Oh, maybe a family or something. I don't really know.
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can put like dates on things like that, and you can't put.
I think you can say I want to work to this in 5 years. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have this, and this. You never know what's around the corner.
yeah. I'd like to go on a few more holidays.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to do the next 5 years. Whether I can afford it or not, it's a whole new question. But
Interest rates.
Yeah. Save the Bank of England. Christ, dry bum in me. No, man. In 5 years' time, do you not think it's mad how different the world can be in 5 years? So 5 years ago, would have been 2018. Right? 5 years ago, Bitcoin wasn't even worth anything.
It was. Bitcoin was worth more.
5 years ago than what it is now.
I think it was the same. It had a big hype in 2020 or 2021.
Yeah,
it fell a lot
in 2018, bro.
I can't remember.
Think about how different the world was in 2018. There was no COVID.
No. We've been through a pandemic in the last 5 years. There's a proxy war going on as we speak.
Does 2018 feel like it was 5 years ago?
Yeah, I've done an awful lot in that time.
So I think that you lost a couple of years of your life though because of COVID. To me, 2018 doesn't.
I've made sure.
I've not deeped the fact that 2018 was 5 years ago.
I repaid that.
County were in the National North 5 years ago. We're pushing for a playoff place in League Two right now. That's how different 5 years can be.
I think 2 years of my life, you could say they got lost, but I made sure I repaid myself after.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because you went on more holidays.
People didn't do anything in the lockdown and acting like a bum. Yeah, the first one, like, we didn't know what was going on. But the second one, I made sure I got my head down and sorted myself out.
Right, okay, yeah.
Like, I made sure I made the most of that time. So then coming out of that, I missed a few holidays, but I repaid myself for them holidays.
So what's your goal? What's your 5 year goal?
5 years? Oh, God. Like, I'd like a house. I'd like a dog. A few more nice holidays, a few more bucket lists ticked off.
Yeah.
Invest in myself, invest in the work we've got planned coming up.
To be fair, like I know these
I think it's natural
goals,
growth.
But like business wise.
So like that's myself.
Yeah.
That's personal. Like,
mate, here's how mad 5 years ago was. I didn't have a contactless card 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 5 years ago, I was 17. You can't have contactless until you're 18, bro. So 5 years ago, well, I've done the maths right. Yeah, I've done the maths right. Yeah, because at the time of year until July, Yeah, I would have been 7. So I wouldn't have had a contactless card. That's how mad 5 years old is. I didn't even have Apple Pay.
Donald Trump president 5 years ago. Probably just, wasn't he? 4 years even.
4 years is a term, I think. Is it the same as Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's mine.
Maybe, yeah.
Putin was still a cunt.
You hear that, Putin? You're a sausage.
Yeah. A lot has changed in 5 years. Jesus Christ. Like, an awful lot. I've been on a lot. I've done a lot in 5 years too. But yeah, going back to...
I was a different person 5 years ago.
Yeah. You're a different person every day, but as long as it's a better person now, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's it. But business goals, business goals.
We have a lot.
Yeah, it's natural growth. It's going, like I said before, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. I think we're at the point in our lives where I'm loving every minute of it. As much as, I wouldn't call it pain, but I'm working awfully hard.
Yeah, 100%.
On myself, on my branded self, on the business brand, on the hot seat, on the education.
We've put a lot of graft in the last 10 months.
There's the hair care, you've got to educate. Studio26 has three subcategories.
Yeah.
It's the hair care, education, the hot seat. We've got something else to come out, and there's a lot going on, and it's not just pushing one; it's pushing them all together. And
one of my goals in the next 5 years is to have Barry on full time.
Yeah, that's definitely we've spoke about that.
I'd love to. I don't even care in what capacity. I just want him to be around more.
He's our photographer, nobody else. Simple as that. Yeah.
So just want to be able to flex and say that we've got Barry full time, innit? My guy, Barry.
I think we will achieve it. I'm confident we will.
Yeah.
I'm confident we will.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're in the right place, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Mentally, we're in the right place. I think we're quite driven, isn't it?
Yeah, we're both driven. Jesus Christ, we've got a lot going on. 22, 23. But
I'll never associate with people that are going to drag you back, innit?
No, yeah, that's surrounding yourself with the right
people. You're constantly sprinting, and like, sometimes life throws people at you that aren't meant to run the marathon with you, innit? They're only meant to do a couple of kilometres, which is fair enough, isn't it?
Kane Dad. But yeah, I'm confident we will. We will. So it's one of them.
Yeah.
Barry, good question, mate. I appreciate that one.
Rate that from you, Barry. Rate that a lot.
But I've run out of questions there.
You've run out.
But I've not spoke to you all weekend. So what have you been up to?
So this weekend, went to County on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest game of the weekend, Stockport versus Northampton.
It was.
Obviously, we won. You know, there was no other sporting events on that day other than the Misfits boxing. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I'd seen KSI's post-boxing. They're pretty good. I've seen his knockout.
I've seen that.
Is it Elbrook too?
Yeah.
That's
the one girl fight that they had. You know what? Like, it was all right for influencer boxing. It was all right.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Tell you who's a cool dude, man. Salt Pappy.
He wasn't
Salt Pappy, so cool, man. He fought, innit?
Yeah.
And he won, man. Nah, he's a cool dude,
No,
he's a cool dude, man. I want to adopt him. He's that cool, man. He's like a Pokemon character. I'm telling you, man.
Reminds me of Salt, mate. Just that annoying presence.
Nah, Salt Bay's a sausage, but Salt Pappy's cool, man. He's got eyes going through his veins, bro. It's that. With the pouch. No, he's a cool dude, man.
Did he fight?
Yeah, he fought. He won. I can't remember how he won. I think it was unanimous. No, he sparked the guy. I tell you what, though, like controversial one. Swarms won.
Yeah.
Threw one punch and won.
Knockout.
No. So basically, the guy's like jabbing him. Swarm throws one punch, and it literally brushes the guy on his eye, and the guy's gone, whoa, like I can't see. Like, and he's lost the vision in his eye. Basically, his gloves cut his eye. Right, so it didn't even like properly connect. It was kind of dragged across his eye. And the gloves cut his eye, but he turns to like the referee's like pause the timer. turned to his corner, and I can't get over what his corner was saying. He's like, look, like I've lost the vision in my eye. I've got a shooting pain in the back of my brain.
TKO.
Right? So from what I know, innit, like my first thought is, has he shattered something in your eye socket and the fragments have gone into your brain, do you know what I mean? Or, you know, your vessels in your eye could have burst, anything could have happened. And his team are going, just feel it out for the rest of the round. Mate, if you could not see out your eye, do you know what I mean? Why are you going to feel it out for the rest of the round?
That's a weird one.
But stupid, man. And then obviously he turned around to the doctor and told him, and like the corner like it's yours sitting, he's like, I'm not going back in there. Like, how stupid do you think I am? If I can't see out of one eye, how do you think I'm meant to box this guy? So anyway, they call it. And this Swarms, mate, he's celebrating like he's won the World Cup, man. He's celebrating like he's won the World Cup, man. Like, he's tweeting people on Twitter and that, like, giving the grief, man, calling the guy a pussy-o and shit. And, like, I'm telling you now, like, you can't be that bad of a winner. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be that bad of a winner anyway.
He's a rapper now, box.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
But yeah, what else have you been up to? I not spoke to you. What I know.
What else have we done?
Sunday, yesterday.
Sunday. What did I do Sunday? Went shopping.
Shopping, yeah.
Went Alan Howard to the wholesalers.
Was that yesterday? Yeah. Oh
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, that was yesterday.
Didn't answer. Still 57 hours to reply.
And I did BNL and that. Went gym. I'm on a bit of a weight loss journey at the minute, man. Yeah,
He's smashing it.
Smashing it. Yeah, I'm 11 pound down this year from the 2nd of Jan.
Solid.
It's falling off, man. I'm melting
16
away.
16 days in.
Melting away.
0.8 of a pound a day.
Melting.
I'm melting.
Basically, I'm basically frosty. There's no man at this point. Telling you, man, I'm just gonna be a carrot by the end of it, man.
Carrot, yeah. Skinnier than me.
Skinnier than you, bro. Genuinely, like, I reckon I might end up lighter than you.
You probably will.
Just because I'm smaller than you.
Yeah.
But what else? Today I spoke to a mortgage advisor because obviously he's from my house, so I've got a meeting with him next week. So other than that, nothing exciting though. Nothing exciting. Just working hard.
Grinding away.
We're grinding it out. We've got a big year ahead of us. There'll be announcements coming out very soon about what else we've got going on, but very big things.
Hopefully in the next
up.
2 weeks.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
It's been delayed for, I think, good reasons, really, because we would have rushed it.
Yeah.
So we are doing it right, and
yeah,
that's the way business should be.
100%.
But yeah.
Other
than that, good weekend, yeah.
Good weekend, man. Good weekend. Yeah, I mean, it's not over because our weekend is really Sunday, Monday, isn't it?
Our weekend is supposed to be today.
So
I love having Monday off. It's sick.
Yeah. It's good because like after here, like I've got to go to the bank and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go there. I'll obviously do my meal prep, but I'm also you can also get things done because it's a Monday and businesses are open. You can go and do things, isn't it? What about you, man? What did you get up to at the weekend?
What did I do?
Obviously it was Derby Day, innit?
Derby Day, yeah. So a bit of an early dart on Saturday.
Yeah.
Watched the Derby. Found out Manchester is still blue. Like, you can't say it's not. And whoever thinks that offside should stand.
As a neutral, man, like, that ref was awful, man. Like, he's definitely.
Have you seen the picture of Rashford out the pitch?
Yeah.
Akanji should have the ball. Have you seen the picture of Rashford over the ball?
Yeah, when they're saying that Edison should know who's taking the shot, it's a madness.
But leave it there, yeah. Like, United won like the World Cup of the season, like their World Cup of the season. Yeah, fair play. Okay. I don't think we deserve to win, but I don't think United deserve to win. I think a 1-1 would have. It's one of them. It's harsh. I don't want to be better, but that's hot. That is sour.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I only got to watch like maybe 60 minutes of the game.
Yeah. But after that, had a bit of a chill. What did I do before we went out? I don't think I did anything much. So I think I did a bit of work on my laptop, then I went out into town and did some puppy yoga. Puppy yoga? Yeah. It was alright actually. So there was 12 dogs.
From what I've seen, I must say, I think that you were one of only 2 men in the room as well.
I was out of 5.
It looked like a heavily.
I was out of 5. So
female.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it. Did a bit of yoga, then you get a dog come jumping all over you, so you have a bit of like play with that, so you don't have to do. I thought I was flexible. I'm really not. So like you actually do yoga, you don't have to.
Yoga's hard, man.
It is hard. I'd like to do it without
a dog.
Yeah, without the dog. I'd like to actually do a yoga class. But yeah, some of the dogs were shitting on the mat, so it's funny.
But it's puppies, isn't
But
it? So like,
one of the dogs took a shit, right, Brad? And I swear to God, give me that water bottle. I'm probably saying the shit was about that big.
Yeah.
And the puppy must have been
the size of
the fucking tree.
Yeah.
So I think it lost like 2/3 of its thing there. But gee, body weight. But,
That is a madness, that.
Yeah, so did that come back? Town was actually alright for once.
Yeah?
Yeah, so...
Was it busy? Did you go out for food or anything?
No, I ate before I went.
Yeah.
I ate before we went.
No, decent.
We come back yesterday, it was like humming and hawing with the weather, so ended up jumping on the bike and went out for once and got absolutely soaked.
Yeah.
And my hand, I've got rain hard as it is, but my hands come back and they were like ice. So it stinky when I got back, but 2 hours with my mates.
Yeah,
it was good. I enjoyed that.
Mrs. come as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. That's just get out of it, break up your weekend and that. Get some good dopamine in there from the exercise as well.
Yeah, so then went out. Where did we go? We went shopping as well yesterday.
Yeah.
Winslow, got some stuff done. Then, other than that, mate, it's been chill. Oh, I've been skiing this morning.
Oh, yeah, you're learning to ski it.
I went skiing this morning, oh god. So, I can ski now, just some absolute melons at the chill factor.
What? Going up and down on the rubber dinghies and that? Yeah.
Oh, they're in that little bit. Then the kids play.
That's the only bit that I've ever done.
There was some kids, I don't know why some kids were off school, but some kids got there. Like, I heard one say, do you even know how to put skis on? Bear in mind, these were going on the main slope. So I was like, this is going to be funny. So I've gone up on the main slope, like these kids have got, so there's 2 lifts, there's an assisted one and the unassisted one. Mm-hmm. They've gone on the assisted one. I've gone up to the top, seen them. Next minute, this kid's just gone ploughing down. And when I mean ploughing, I mean like straight line.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Bam. Just fell over halfway.
And that must hurt though, you know.
And I mean, he's gone like halfway. I wouldn't say half, maybe a quarter of the way on his belly. Nice, like, shiny jacket. And he's gone flying, but other than that, yeah. Good experience skiing. I think you should give it a try.
Yeah, I just don't think I'd be very good at it. I don't like
You're not good at anything when you start, but you got to start.
I don't like being cold. That's the main thing.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad weather, such thing as bad clothes.
Bad clothes.
Or not having the right clothes.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what we say on the bikes all the time. Bad weather, just get the right clothes.
Yeah.
But right clothes comes expensive.
Snow sports have never really appealed to me, I won't lie.
No.
Just because of that, obviously, one, the weather, innit? Like, I'm a summer baby through and through. And 2, like, the danger, innit, man? Like,
yeah,
you break your leg in our game, man, you are done, bro. You are done. Break your arm, even worse, break your collarbone. Whoa, don't even talk to you, mate.
Good night, Vienna.
Yeah, man, that's it. You're not cutting for time, innit? So next week we've got a guest on. So that'll be an interesting dynamic.
So next week we'll do have our first guest.
Yeah,
I'm
looking forward to it. He's quite an interesting bloke.
I've never met him. You've worked with him before.
Yeah, I've spoke to him a lot, haven't I? He's an interesting guy.
Yeah, he's
an interesting guy, and yeah. I think people will be really interested in what he's got to say.
I think I'll have a few stories for us.
Yeah, 100%.
He seems to be out and about. He's a busy guy.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to that.
I can't wait for that one.
So
I've enjoyed this one.
If you have enjoyed this and you've got some suggestions for any guests that we could get on, please like, subscribe, mention in the comments who you want us to get on, and we appreciate the support. Hopefully it's as good as last week.
As well as YouTube, we are on Spotify now.
Yep.
So if you do want to slide over and put it on in the car, you're more than welcome.
Drop us a follow on Spotify. Every subscriber and follow.
Especially YouTube. If you are watching, just do drop us a subscription.
Yeah.
Because that does go a long way. We do need to hit a milestone on there before we move this pod forward.
Yeah, it helps massively. So yeah, another good episode.
Wrapped.
Yeah, buzzing.
Bye.